Good morning to all. So I am here again. So students, on the last turn we did vernier caliper and we understood how to take the readings, how to measure different things with different parts of the vernier caliper, how to take zero error, how to find out the final reading and all that. Now on this turn, we are going to study about screw gauge. So we move to the next slide. So here we have a well-labeled diagram of a screw gauge. Now we'll see the parts of the screw gauge. You have to learn the figure very well. It may be asked to draw a screw gauge. So we have the stud and spindle. Now children, the way we rotate a bolt, nut and bolt, the same way we move the circular scale, which is known as the screw here, we move the circular scale. And when the circular scale moves, the spindle gets closer to the stud. And when we open it, the spindle moves away from the stud. So we can keep any object between the stud and spindle to measure, and we can move it further or beyond the spindle and the stud, so that the object is in between this and we can measure the length of the object. Okay. Now there is a main scale, there is a circular scale. The main scale is in centimeters, and it depends on the kind of screw gauge. It can be in millimeters, it can be in centimeters. And the circular scale, some circular scales have 100 divisions, some have 50 divisions accordingly. Then we can see that index line, we will speak about it later. The part of the screw which moves is known as thimble. Circular scale, main scale I have already told, and the main frame, the stud and spindle hold on the main frame only. Okay, so next we have a small GIF which you will see and come to know that how does the screw move and the stud and spindle move close and far from each other. Okay, so we move to the next slide. So students, we learnt about least count in our earlier classes, and we studied that least count is the smallest measurement which can be taken accurately from that apparatus. Okay. So the same formula is to be applied here for a screw gauge also, that is the value of one main scale division upon total number of divisions on circular scale. Now here we don't have a vernier scale, we have a circular scale. Okay. Now here the value of one main scale division is known as pitch. A special word is taken here, pitch. So according to this, what will be pitch? The pitch of a screw is the distance moved along its axis by the screw in one complete rotation. It is the same, the value of one main scale division. Okay, it is the same, the value of one main scale division, and it is known as pitch. But what happens when the circular scale takes one complete rotation? This moves one division further. Okay, that means one distance of one division is covered when the screw moves one complete rotation. I hope you must have understood. So I am saying that pitch is the distance which is covered by the circular scale when it takes one complete rotation. Okay, we saw in the GIF before how is the screw moving. So when the screw moves one complete rotation, the distance covered in one complete rotation is taken as one main scale division, and the value of that is given in the scale. Now as we see here, the main scale, we can see it is in millimeters, and 1 millimeter is further divided in two parts. We can see 1, 2, 3 here, the circular part which has been enlarged over there. I am talking about that. So 1, 2, 3, and then it is further divided. That means value of one main scale division here is 0.5 millimeters. That means 0.05 centimeters, and we can see that the circular scale here has been divided into 50 parts. Can you see 45 and then 0? That means this circular scale has been divided into 50 equal parts. That means this circular scale is having 50 divisions. So value of one main scale division is 0.5 millimeters, and 0.5 millimeters divided by 50 will be the least count of this screw gauge. We will calculate it further with different examples, but you must have understood how to calculate the least count. It is the same way, value of one main scale division upon total number of divisions on the circular scale. But here the value of one main scale division is known as pitch. That is the distance covered when the screw moves one complete rotation. Okay, so we move to the next part of the chapter. So students, we studied about least count. Now we have zero error. Now, if the zero of the main scale coincides with the zero of the circular scale, then the apparatus is perfectly fine. Screw gauge is perfectly fine. There is no error. It is the same as the vernier caliper. The zero of the main scale, if coincides with the zero of the circular scale, then there is no zero error. But if it is above or below the main scale 0, then we say that there is positive or negative zero error. Now let us see the cases differently. Okay. Now what is positive zero error? This is little bit different from vernier caliper, so you have to remember this. Vernier caliper is different and screw gauge is different. So positive zero error of a screw gauge is when the zero of the circular scale is below the zero of the main scale, then we say that it is positive zero error. Okay, we can see the 0 is below. We can see 0 and then 5. That means 0 is below the 0 of the main scale. So there is positive zero error. And when the 0 of the circular scale is above the 0 of the main scale, then we say that it is negative zero error. You can see in the figure C, the 0 of the main scale is from 45 to 0, in the span of 45 to 0 only. That means 0 of the circular scale is above the 0 of the main scale. In that case, it is negative zero error. Okay. So we move to the next part of the chapter. So children, we studied about zero error and we studied about the least count. Now we are about to study how to observe a reading. So this is an example of reading from a screw gauge, and we are going to see how to measure it. Okay, how to read it. So we studied about zero error, how to see the zero error and how to see the least count, how to measure the least count. Now here I can see the main scale, and main scale is calibrated here in millimeters, and 1 millimeter is further divided into two parts. Can you see the small line below the main scale line? So 1 millimeter is further divided into two equal parts. That means here one value of one division is 0.5 millimeters. That is 0.05 centimeters. Okay. So now here we can't see how many divisions are there on the circular scale. We can't see the whole circular scale here. Okay. At the back there will be a zero line, and then we can see how many divisions are there, whether it is 50 or 100. So we can't decide the zero error over here. The least count over here. So we assume it the normal screw gauge, and we assume it that the least count is 0.001 centimeters. Okay. Now the circular scale has crossed 0.25 centimeters. That means 2.5 millimeters. Can you see 0, then 1, then 2, and a small line below also. So 1, 2 and 2.5. So 2.5 millimeters or 0.25 centimeters. Okay. Now the main scale line is coinciding with the 38th division of the circular scale. I have drawn that line over there. My writing is very bad, I know, but you can see that. So 38th division is coinciding. So 38 into the least count, that is 0.001. Okay. So 0.25 centimeters plus 38 into 0.001. So that will be equal to 0.25 centimeters plus 0.038, and the result will be 0.288 centimeters. Okay. You may calculate. Okay. So this is the way how we see the reading. So we go further. Now here we are going to see that how to prepare an observation table, which we have to do very carefully when we do this practical in the lab. Okay, so first thing which we have to do here, the procedure is as follows. The first thing, we have to see the least count of screw gauge, and we have to check if there is any zero error or not. Okay. So least count will be measured by pitch of the screw gauge upon total number of divisions on the circular scale. Then after that, we have to open the stud and the spindle. We have to keep the object in between. Then we have to close it so that there is no other gap over there. And then we have to screw it up. Okay. After that, we have to take the readings. Now the first thing while taking the reading will be main scale reading, which I have written A here. Okay. Just for an example, because I can't write main scale reading all the time. So that is why I have assumed it as A. Okay. So first column will be main scale reading. Then after that, what we have to see? The circular scale reading coinciding with the main scale line. Okay, there will be some of the reading coinciding. So we have to see that carefully, that which circular reading is coinciding. Okay, that I have taken as B. So B into whatever least count you have calculated, and that I have assumed as C. Okay. Zero error, if any, that I have taken as D over here. Okay. Now the final result for each of the experiment will be A plus C minus plus minus zero error. Okay. So A is what? Main scale reading plus circular scale reading coinciding into least count. minus plus minus 0 error as it is, whatever. If it is positive 0 error, then plus. If it is negative 0 error, then minus. We have taken this very clearly in our vernier caliper classes, and so it is very clear. Okay. So we will take 3 readings that I have taken as L, M and N over here, and so correct reading will be L plus M plus N upon 3. That is the average of the 3 readings which I have taken, and that will be the correct reading of that object which you have measured. Okay. Write the proper units because that is very important. Okay. So we move further. So now here we have a question. The pitch of the screw is 1 millimeter. Find the reading represented in the diagram. Okay. Now we can see the main scale here is in millimeters, 1 millimeter and 2 millimeter. 2 millimeters have been crossed, so we take it as we are taking the reading like that. So here value of one main scale division will be 1 millimeter. Okay. And we can see 0 and then 95. And after 95 we have 5 divisions. That means total number of divisions on the circular scale we have 100. So least count is 0.01 millimeters or 0.001 centimeters. Okay. Now main scale reading, as I said right now, 2 millimeters because the circular scale is after the 2 millimeters. Now which division of the circular scale is coinciding? See, 95, 96 and 97. Okay. So circular scale reading coinciding is 97. So total reading will be 0.2 centimeter plus 97 into 0.001. That is the least count. Minus 0 I have written because there is no 0 error. I am assuming that there is no 0 error as it is not mentioned in the question. So 0.2 centimeter plus 0.097, that makes it 0.297 centimeters. Okay, so we move to the next question. So children, we have one more question here. The thimble of the screw gauge has 50 divisions. Okay, that means the circular scale has 50 divisions. The spindle advances 1 millimeter when the screw is turned through 2 revolutions. So when it takes 2 revolutions, it moves 1 millimeter. So in 1 revolution, it will cover half millimeter, isn't it? So the pitch becomes half millimeter here. So the question which they are asking is, what is the pitch of the screw and what is the least count of the screw? So pitch we have already calculated. We know that it was taking 2 revolutions in 1 millimeter. So it will be 0.5 millimeters or 0.05 millimeters. And least count will be pitch upon total number of divisions. So pitch is 0.05 millimeters. And number of divisions here are given as 50. So 0.5 millimeters upon 50. That makes it 5 by 500. That is 1 upon 100. And that is 0.01 millimeters or 0.001 centimeters. Okay. So I'll give you a few questions of this kind to be done. 4 to 5 only. You distribute it evenly till we have the next class. For that time being, study this well. If you have any problem, please do ask. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.